Good afternoon students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will solve the remaining questions from your last exercise, that is exercise 10.2 of the circle chapter. First exercise and first questions, some of the questions from exercise 10.2 were solved, and some questions from this exercise, that is the last exercise, were left. So I have got three important questions from this exercise, the last portion of this exercise, and start solving these questions. So let's start from question number 8. Question number 8 says a quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD equals to AD plus BC. That means this is the diagram given. It is a quadrilateral ABCD. A circle is circumscribed in this quadrilateral ABCD, and you have to prove this expression. Clear? So let us see this expression. In your exam you will draw this diagram with pencil and ruler, and then you will start solving this question. Clear? As the diagram is already given, so I am not going to draw this diagram. So now there is a theorem we have discussed in the previous lectures, that is the tangents drawn from an external point, of the circle, that will be equal. The length of tangents drawn from an external point of the circle will be equal. So that is the theorem, and we will solve this question with the help of that theorem. So on that theorem, suppose this is the external point D. In case of circle, D is an external point, C is an external point, A is an external point, B is an external point. In case of circle, if we think about only the circle, then D, C, B, A, all are external points. Clear? So length of tangents drawn from external points on a circle are equal. That was the theorem. Clear? So from point D, DR is a tangent and DS is a tangent. That means DR will be equal to DS, because length of tangent drawn from an external point of a circle will be equal. So on that concept we can clearly say that dr will be equal to ds. This dr will be equal to ds, because dr is a tangent, ds is also tangent on the circle. That means dr will be equal to ds. From that concept we can easily write that dr equals to ds. Clear? Because we know the length of tangents drawn from an external point on a circle will be equal. Just write the statement over here. Clear? Length of tangents drawn from an external point on a circle are equal. Just write this statement and then start writing this. So dr equal to ds. That is equation number 1. That is the equation number 1. Next, C is also an external point. So CR is a tangent, CQ is a tangent. That means we can clearly say that CR will be equal to CQ. The reason is same. Also B is an external point, so we can write that BQ will be equal to BP. BQ is a tangent and BP is also a tangent, so both the tangents will be equal according to the theory. So BQ will be equals to BP, or BQ will be equal to BP. Clear? Next, on that concept we can say that A, this is A, last external point, so AP will be equal to AS. We can clearly say that AP will be equal to AS. AP will be equal to AS. That is the equation number 4. Clear? Now we will add all these 4 equations. Clear? Now see, adding all these 4 equations. Clear? Here write BP equals to BQ, because BP equals to BQ. BQ equals to BP and BP equals to BQ, both are same. That's why I have written BP, because it says dr, it says CR, that means this. It says BP, that means this portion, and AP, that means this portion. That means the quadrilateral is complete. That's why I have written BP first. Now add all these 4 equations. That means add the left portion, dr plus CR plus BP plus AP, that is these portions, and then the right portions, that means DS plus CQ plus BQ plus AS. Clear? Now dr plus cr, make it in a bracket, dr plus cr Next BP plus AP, make it in a bracket, BP plus AP. Next DS, I will group DS with AS, so DS plus AS, and the remaining two will be grouped together, that means CQ plus BQ. Same, I have grouped DS with AS and then CQ with BQ. Next DR plus CR, now see, DR plus CR, that means DC, DR plus CR, that means DC, so this is DC, plus BP plus AP, that is BP plus AP, that means AB, that is AB, because DS plus AS, DS plus AS, that means DA, plus CQ plus BQ, that means CQ plus BQ, that means CB, so CB. See, now therefore you can write that if you write AB first, AB, and CD means DC means CD, you can write AB first and DC means CD, DA, DA means AD, and CB, CB means BC. Now see the expression and match this expression. See both these expressions are same. AB plus CD, here is also AB plus CD, right side AD plus BC, here is also AD plus BC. That means the expression is proved. This is proved. Clear? That means only the same theory, that is the length of tangents drawn from an external point on a circle will be equal. From that concept we can easily solve these questions. Next question, question number 10. Question number 10. Question number 10. Question number 10 says, prove that angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. So no diagram is given, we have to draw diagram first. That means we have to draw a circle first. We have to draw a circle, and this is its center, and it says angle between the two tangents. So that means we have to draw two tangent first. So suppose this is one tangent. Always use ruler and pencil while drawing this diagram. This is an external point, suppose P. P is an external point, and here it touches A, and this is B. The two tangents PA and PB, and this is the center point, so connect the center with the external point, that is O. O is the center. Now it says that two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the point of contact at the center. So this is the this is the point of contact, this is A and B are the point of contact, and O is the center. So it is joined by two line segments, that means this. So we have a theorem that this is the radius actually, OA and OB is the radius actually, and this is the tangent. Now we have a theorem that radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So if the radius is perpendicular to the tangent, this angle will be 90 degree. That was a theorem, that radius was a perpendicular to the tangent. So if radius was a perpendicular to the tangent, then angle will be 90 degree. That means that those angles will be 90 degree angle. Clear? And connect these points A and B. So diagram will be looks like this. Now according to the question, it says that angle between the two tangent. Angle between the two tangent means this angle. This angle. That means from that theorem, angle APB. It says angle APB. Angle APB. Clear? And it is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the point of contact at the center. That means this angle. Joining the point of contact, these are the point of contact and the center. So this angle, that means these angles are supplementary. So we have to prove APB plus AOB equals to 180 degree. Supplementary means 180 degree. That means we have to prove angle APB plus angle AOB equals to 180 degree. We have to prove this expression. Clear? So let's start. Now see, in this triangle OAP and triangle OBP. In this triangle we have to prove this expression. Clear? Now write in triangle OAP and triangle OBP. That means these two triangles OAP and OBP. See that PA equals to PB because length of tangents will be equal. If we draw two tangents from an external point, the length of tangents will be equal. That is the theory. So PA will be equals to PB. Just write the reason over here in this bracket, that length of tangents drawn from an external point will be equal. Also OA will be equals to OB because both are the radii of same circle. So radii of same circle OA equals to OB. And third, that OP is common for both the triangle, so OP will be equals to OP. That is common. OP equals to OP. That means these two triangles are congruent triangles because three sides are same. So according to side rule of congruency, if you studied the congruency chapter in triangles, we can clearly understand that there was a rules of congruency, SSS rule, SAS rule, ASA rule. So on the basis of SSS rule or side rule of congruency, we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So we can write that this is OP. Though we can write triangle OAP congruent, triangle OBP SSS rule of congruency. So those two triangles are congruent according to SSS rule of congruency. So we can say that angle OPA, that means this small part OPA, this angle will be equals to angle OPB, that means this portion, angle OPB. CPCT, because triangles are congruent. If triangles are congruent, then the corresponding angles will be equal. That was the concept. If both the two triangles are equal, then the angles will be equal. If both the two triangles are congruent, then corresponding angles will be equal. So these two angles are corresponding angles. That means OPA, angle OPA will be equals to OPB, and also angle AOP, that means AOP, this angle will be equal to angle BOP, that means this portion angle. They are also CPCT, that means they are also equal because both the triangles are congruent. That means AOP also will be equals to BOP. Clear? Okay, so according to this is CPCT. Now angle APB, this total angle. Now angle APB, this total angle will be angle APB. This total angle will be equal to sum of this angle and this angle. Listen carefully. Angle APB, this total angle will be equal to sum of this angle and this angle. Now we have already proved that these two angles are equal. According to CPCT, we have proved that these two angles are equal. We have already proved that angle OPA and angle OPB, they are equal according to CPCT. These two angles are equal. That means we can say that angle APB will be equals to 2 of angle OPA. We can say that is the equation number 1. Listen carefully. This angle APB, this total angle will be equal to sum of this angle and this angle, this small portion and this small portion. But these small two angles are equal. That means angle APB will be equal to 2 of angle OPA, because angle APB will the sum of angle OPA plus angle OPB. It will be the sum of angle OPA plus angle OPB. Now these two angles are equal, so we can write angle OPB in angle OPA in place of OPB because both two angles are equal. That means it will be 2 of angle OPA. That means angle APB equal to 2 of angle OPA. That's why I have written. Clear? So next, angle APB will be equal to 2 of angle OPA. That is the equation number 1. Next, also angle AOB, the same logic, angle AOB, that is AOB, this total angle will be the sum of this small angle, that is AOP, and this small angle, that is BOP. This angle will be the sum. Clear? Angle AOB will be the sum of this small angle, that is AOP, and BOP, that is a small angle, but these two angles are also equal according to CPCT. These two angles are also equal, clear, according to CPCT. So we can say that angle AOB will be equals to twice of angle AOP. On the same logic, we can say that angle AOB will be equals to 2 of angle AOP. On the logic, the same logic that applied here in this on the same logic, and we can say that angle AOB equals to 2 of angle AOP. That is the second equation. This is the second equation we have. That means in triangle OAP, in this triangle OAP, this triangle, so in triangle OAP, in triangle OAP, we can say that angle AOP plus angle OPA will be equal to 90 degree. You can say that both these angles, sum of these angles are 90 degree. Angle AOP plus angle OPA. Now see angle AOP, this angle, and OPA, this angle. Listen carefully, this angle, angle AOP, this angle, and OPA, this angle. That means these two angles, sum of these two angles is 90 degree. Why? Because this angle is 90 degree, and in this triangle, in these triangles, all the angles, sum of all angles will be equal to 180 degree. That is the angle sum property of a triangle. So if this these angles is 90 degree and the sum of all the three angles is 180 degree, then the sum of these angles will be 90 degree, because if we subtract 90 degree, if we subtract this angle 90 degree from 180 degree, we will have 90 degree, which is the sum of these two angles. So on that concept, we can say that these two angles, the sum of these two angles will be 90 degree. That is angle AOP plus angle OPA. This is equal to 90 degree. Now reduce the value of angle OAP. That means angle AOP will be equals to 90 degree minus angle OPA. 90 degree minus angle OPA. That is equation number 3. Equation number 3. And now we will multiply this equation with 2. We will multiply this equation with 2. So multiplying equation 3 with 2. If we multiply this equation with 2, here will be 2. So 2 of angle AOP will be equals to, if we multiply this with equation with 2, so it will be 180 degree. So 180 degree minus 2 of angle OPA. We have multiplied equation 3 with 2, that is 2 angle AOP equal to 180 degree minus 2 of angle OPA. Clear? Now see here, angle 2AOP, angle 2 of angle AOP is angle AOB. So we can substitute the value of angle 2AP. See very carefully, here angle 2AOP, here angle 2AOP is angle AOB. Here also angle 2AOP is present, so we can write here angle AOB. Clear? Because here angle 2AOP is angle AOB, and here also angle 2AOP is there, so we can write here angle AOB in place of angle 2AOP. We can write angle AOB here. And also see angle 2PA, angle 2 of angle OPA, 2 of angle OPA, its value is angle APB. So here also we can write, in place of 2 angle OPA, we can write angle APB. So we will just substitute the value. So substituting the value, this will be angle AOB, angle in place of angle 2 of angle AOP, we can write angle AOB, because in place of 2 of angle AOP it is given as angle AOB. So we will write angle AOB. Then 180 degree minus 2 of angle OPA. Now see, 2 of angle OPA means angle APB, so we can write here APB, angle APB. Now see, here is AOB, here is APB. Now just arrange angle AOB plus, it will be here angle APB equals to 180 degree, and see this expression and this expression, because we have to prove that expression, angle APB plus angle AOB equal to 180 degree, and see here also angle AOB plus APB equals to 180 degree. So now we have proved the expression, and so the statement is proved. In this way the statement is proved. Just write after this I have no space on this whiteboard, so after doing this, just write below that angle between the two tangents, just write below, because I have no space in this black whiteboard. So after proving this expression, just write what I am saying now, that angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle, angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary. Angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment, joining the points of contact at the center, and write proved after writing this statement. Write proved in bracket after writing this statement. So question number 10 complete. Next question, last question of this chapter, and the chapter will complete. Question number 12. Question number 12 will be a little bit of lengthy. Question number 12. Question number 12. So question number 12 says triangle ABC is drawn. The diagram is given to circumscribe a circle. That means a circle is drawn within the triangle, and the radius is given 4 cm. That is OD is radius. It is given 4 cm, such that the segments BD and DC, which BC is divided by the point of contact D, 8 cm length, the 6 cm length is given respectively. Find the side AB and AC. That means we have to find out the side AB and AC. Okay, so let's draw this diagram. That is triangle, and it is a circle. This is A, this is B, and this is C. The diagram is given like this. ABC, and in this is the point O, this is D, OD. Now we have to draw some construction, that is join these and this, that is make this E and this A, and join these points. We will draw these constructions we have to draw. So that is OE and F. Now it is given as 6 cm and 8 cm. So it is 6 cm, it is given, CD 6 cm, and this is 8 cm. It is given. Clear? And if it is 6 cm, then CE will be also 6 cm. I am explaining later why it is 6 cm. Just write 6 cm here. And if BD is 8 cm, BF will be also 8 cm. Clear? And AE and AF, let AE x centimeter. So if AE x centimeter, AF is also x centimeter. Now why I am writing this? Because the concept. Now C is an external point from a circle. So if C is an external point, then CD and CE will be 6 cm, because the length of tangent drawn from an external point on a circle will be equal. So from that concept we can say that CD and CE will be equal. Also on that concept BD and BF will be equal. On the same concept AE and AF will be equal. That's why I have written those values. And those values are not given. You have to construct like this and then write those values. So in triangle ABC, just write CE. This CE will be equal to CD. That is 6 cm. The reason is same. If you want to write the reason, just write in bracket. That is the length of tangents drawn from an external point on a circle is equal. Next, BD will be equals to BF. So we can write BF equals to BD, which is equal to 8 cm. Next, AE equals to AF. Which is equal to x centimeter. On the three cases, the reason is same. Clear? Next, in this triangle, this is the triangle ABC. So next we can say that AB. See, we can say AB equals to AF plus FB. So we can write AB equals to AF plus FB. Now see, AF is x centimeter and FB FB, that is BF. BF is FB, so same 8 centimeter. So it is x plus 8 centimeter AB. On the same note, BC will be equal to BD plus DC. So BC will be equals to BD plus DC. Now BD is given 8 centimeter and DC is 6 centimeter. So 8 plus 6 centimeter, that is 14 centimeter. On the same concept, CA will be equals to CE plus EA. CA will be equals to CE plus EA. Now CE is 6 centimeter, EA is x centimeter. So it is 6 plus x centimeter. Clear? So we have got the three sides of this triangle ABC. Now we will find perimeter of this triangle. So perimeter means if you add all the three sides of a triangle, you will get the perimeter. So AB plus BC plus CA, that is the perimeter. Now AB is x plus 8, so x plus 8, BC is 14 and CA is 6 plus x centimeter. So it will be 2x plus 8, 14 plus 6, 28, 28. So 2x plus 8 centimeter. That is the perimeter of the triangle. So semi perimeter will be half of perimeter. Semi perimeter, that is S. Semi perimeter of the triangle will be half of the perimeter, that is 2x plus 28 divided by 2 centimeter. So 2x, that will be x, and 28 by 2, that is 14. So x plus 14 centimeter. So x plus 14 centimeter is the semi perimeter. Now find out the area. So area. So area will be, we have a formula for finding the area of a triangle which is equal to like this. So S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, where S is the semi perimeter and A, B, C are the three sides of a triangle. Clear? I am going to erase this diagram because this diagram, we don't need this diagram anymore. So erase this diagram so that I can use this space. So S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Now semi perimeter. Semi perimeter is given as x plus 14. So x plus 14. Next S is x plus 14 and A is one of the side. So one of the side A. So one of the side is x plus 8. So write x plus 8. Clear? S minus B. So A semi perimeter, there is x plus 14. B is one of the side. So B is right BC, so 14. It is 14. B is 14 and x is x plus 4 semi perimeter, and C is suppose one of the side. 6 plus x, let it be 6 plus x. That's the expression. So ABC are the three sides of the triangle. Now start simplifying this expression. So before I simplify this expression, I need some space. So I'm going to erase this portion. I'm going to erase this portion so that I can utilize the space. Okay, so x plus 14. Now this is x plus 14. Now this will be x plus 14. If we remove the bracket, it is x minus 8. So make it in second bracket, x minus 8. So same, just open the bracket, x plus 14 minus 14, and just open the bracket, x plus 14 minus 6 minus x. Okay, so next start from here. So x plus 14, we have x plus 14, that is x plus 14, we have x plus 14, and then this x will eliminate. So 14 minus 8, that will be 6. So write 6, write 6 here, multiply. I'm just put on the light. So 1 minute. Interrupt. I'm interrupting. Just I'm switch on the light first. Okay. So 6 into, and then just eliminate 14 and 14 will do. So it will be x. So it will be x. Clear? Then x will also get eliminated. Then it will be 14 minus 6, that is 8. So it will be 8. So start simplifying. Further simplification will give you x plus 14, it will be 48x. Now x plus 14, so 48 means 4 into 3, 4 4s are 16, 16 3s are 48. So just break 48 like this, 4 4s are 16, 16 3s are 48x. Now among these two 4, 1 4 will be outside, clear, and that is x plus 14 into 3x, because between these two 1 4 will go outside, so it will be 3x. Now 4, it will be on outside, it is 3, and multiply x with x plus 4. On just 3 you will add 3 here and multiply x with x plus 4. So x into 14 will be 14x, and x into x, that is x square, and 3 as it is. So 4 root 3 14x plus x square is the area of the triangle, that the area of triangle ABC, clear. So just write the expression, because I am going to erase this part, clear. Now see the total area of this triangle as like this. Now we will find out the area of the three triangle, that is this triangle, and this triangle separately. That means triangle OBC, triangle OBA, and triangle OAC, the three triangles separately, clear. So first area of triangle OBC. So area of triangle OBC, that is this triangle OBC. So it is half into base into height. Area gives half into base into height. So base is BC, height is OD. That is the area of formula of another triangle OB, half into base into height. So height is OD and base is BC. Now 1 by 2 into OD. OD is like this is the height. That means in case of circle, this is the radius, and radius given as 4 centimeter. Radius given as 4 centimeter. So OD is 4 centimeter, and BC that is 6 plus 18, that is 14. That is 40. And BC that is 6 plus 8, that is 14. 2 14 28. So area 28 centimeter square. Area OBC is 28 centimeter square OBC. Clear. On the same process, I will find the area of OBA now. Area of triangle OBA. Area of triangle OBA. That will be 1 by 2 into base into height. So in case of OBA, base is OF. Base is AB, and height is OF. So OF into AB. So 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, clear. So OF, that is OF, this part, this is also the radius. So if OD is 4 centimeter, OF will be also 4 centimeter, because these three are radius. So radius is given 4 centimeter, so it is 4. And AB that is x plus 8. AB will be x plus 8. So x plus 8 centimeter square. So just 2's are 4. That means 2 into x plus 8. So 2x plus 2x 16. So 2x plus 16. So that will is 2x plus 16 centimeter square. 2x plus 16 centimeter square. That is the area of triangle OAB. So we have another remaining triangle, that is OAC. So I am going to erase this question part, because previously before starting this question I have said that the question number 12 is little bit of lengthy, so need more space. So I am going to erase all the question part, because these questions part are not required anymore. Okay, so we have remaining triangle, that is triangle. Another triangle we will have to find out, that is triangle OAC. Triangle OAC. So area of triangle OAC. Area of triangle OAC will be equal to 1 by 2 into base into height. So in case of triangle OAC, in case of triangle OAC, your height is OE and base is AC. So height is OE, base is AC. OE and AC. Now as usual, OE, that is also the radius, so it is 4 centimeter. So 1 by 2 into 4, and AC that is x plus 6, that is AC. So x plus 6 centimeter square. So 2, that means 2x plus 12 centimeter square. So we have got the area of three triangles. So that means the sum of the area of these three triangles, that is OBC, OBA and OAC, the sum of the area of these three triangles will be equal to this. Listen carefully. The area of this total triangle ABC, we have got this, and the area of this total triangle will be the equal of sum of area of this triangle, this triangle and this triangle. So area of the sum of these three triangles will be equal to this. So we can write this, that area of triangle ABC will be equals to area of triangle OBC, area of triangle OBC plus area of triangle OBA, the small three triangles, area of triangle OAC, we can write this, and area of triangle OBC, that is the area of triangle ABC, that is 4 3 14x plus x square equal to area of triangle OBC, that was 28, area of triangle OBA, that was 2x plus 16, and area of triangle OAC, that was 2x plus 12, that was 2x plus 12. So it is 4. Now solve 14x plus x square. So 2x plus 2x, that is 4x, 28 plus 12, that is 40 and 16, that is 56. So 4x plus 56, that means 4 3 14x plus x square, that will be equal to, so just eliminate 4 here, and the 4 will be if you want to, so 4 will be divided by 40, so like this, 4x plus 15, that 4. So 4 here is multiplied, so if you change the side, that will be divided. So 3 14x plus x square will be, so 4x by 4, that will be x, for 56 by 4, that will be 14, so x plus 14. If you divide, it will be x plus 14. Now just square on both the sides, squaring on both sides, you will square on both sides. So if you square on this side, this root will get eliminated, so 14x plus x square, and that will be x plus 14 whole square. I have done a square on both sides. That means if you square on this side, the root will eliminate, and that will be square. Now that will be a plus b whole square formula, where a is x, b is 14, so 14x plus x square. So a square, that is x square, so 2ab means 2 into 14 into x, that is 28x, and b square, that is 14 square, so 196. So just a plus b plus whole square formula. Next, 3 into 14, that is 42x, 3x square equal to x square plus 28x plus 196. Now rearrange this expression. So 3x square minus x square plus 42x minus 28x minus 196 equal to 0. Just regrouping, rearranging. So that is 2x square, that will be 2x square plus 42 minus 28, that is 14x minus 196 will be equal to 0. Now take 2 as a common. So if you took 2 as a common, 2x square plus 7x minus 98 equal to 0. So x square plus 7x minus 98 will be equal to 0, because 2 is divided on this side, so 2 here is multiplied. So if you change the side, 2 will be divided here, so 0 divided by 2, 0 divided by 2 means 0. Now this is the middle term factorization. This is the middle term factorization. We have studied the factorization part in the class 9 or class 8, I guess. So this is the case of middle term factorization, where you will factorize this 98, and just after factorizing, just write the middle expression in terms of 98. So if you multiply 98, it will be 7 into 14. 7 into 14 means 98. So you can write here x square plus 14x minus 7x minus 98 will be 0. If you factorize 98, it will be 7 into 14. So 14 minus 7 gives plus 7. So that is 14x minus 7x. So this is the middle term factors. And now take x as common. So x plus 14. Take minus 7 as common. So x plus 14 will be 0. Now from here, x plus 14, x minus 7 will be equal to 0. Clear? So either x plus 14 is 0 or x minus 7 is 0. So if x plus 14 is 0, then x will be here minus 14, and if x minus 7 equal to 0, then here x will be 7. Now x equal to minus 14, it is not possible, because x means the side. Here see, we have assumed that aex and afx, that x means side. So side is negative, it's not possible. That means x equal to minus 14, it is not possible, because it is a negative value. So we have to take x equal to 7. That means we have, the question was the length of, we have to find the length of AB and AC. That was the question. So AB was x plus 8. See, AB was x plus 8. So x plus 8 centimeter. So put the value x equal to 7. 7 plus 8 centimeter, that is 14 centimeter. And AC. So AC equals to AC is x plus 6, that is x plus 6 centimeter. So x is 7, it is 6 plus 13 centimeter. So 13 centimeter and 15 centimeter is the answer. The question was find the length of AB and AC. So that's how the whole question number 12 is a very important question and more lengthy questions. That's why see the total space of the whiteboard was utilized. So that's it, question number 12 complete, and with this chapter circle chapter complete. Thank you.